I can't believe we're a whole month into the new year
Oh my gosh,
and
right?
totally forgot to update our celebrity crushes.
What?
like
Have we
that's-
ever?
New year,
do
new
that?
crush. And I remember last year, Alexis
Yeah.
was all about Harry Styles, along
Last
with
year, you mean
most of the
what?
other preteens
Still.
across North America
Yeah, that's
who had to be
true.
chaperoned to all of his concerts.
She was like a
Blaming?
child.
She literally ran around the office yesterday showing pictures.
like
So
my
hot.
friend was at his concert. Like how
Yeah.
hot he is.
You got to get over him. It's a new year.
Never.
Jose had his eyes and other body parts focused on Ariana Grande all last
Oh
year.
yeah, she is still. I saw her on SNL. She's funny.
Meanwhile, Brooke wouldn't stop going off about Ricky Gervais last year and how sculpted his calves were.
Ricky Gervais.
She had a big,
Young
big
kids.
crush on Ricky Gervais.
Google Ricky Gervais and laugh with us.
I know. I kept it classy though and went through a big Meryl Streep phase.
Oh, wow.
I can see that.
I wore out my DVD copy of Mamma Mia. Here we go again.
Okay, what are you this year? All about Martha
That's
Stewart?
the thing. This
I
time
mean-
we got to go
can
around
see
the room
that.
and update our crushes for the new year.
Oh,
They
man.
need to be different than
What?
last year's. And Alexis, you can't say me. Go. Who's it going to be this year?
That would have been an awesome
I mean,
confession.
still back to Michael B. Jordan then, if it can't be Harry Styles.
He was the one from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't have a new one. It's still Harry Styles. I'm committed.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So, like,
Right.
Way to be
different.
fun. Jose,
Yeah.
who's Papa Bear crushing on this
Oh
year?
man, it's hard to get off of Ariana, but I guess the first girl that comes to my mind that's really sexy, I would say, is Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja Cat is
Oh,
so hot.
yeah.
I'm
She's
crushing on Doja
Lovable.
Cat.
Yeah, sexy too though.
What about
Oh,
Brooke?
I
I,
thought-
I know off air you talked about Biden with me, but I don't know. Are you still on that train, or did we decide that he's
terrible.
too young for you?
Come on.
You know,
Brooke, come
I
get
like
this
a man
malarkey.
whose heart is about to go out. Yeah. I can't think of anybody right now.
Really?
Keep
We're-
Joe Biden
yeah.
locked in with her.
Joe Biden is the top vote. This year, I'm going to go with Ryan Gosling's younger sibling, Goose Gosling.
Goose. Wow.
Oh.
Their parents really took a departure from the first name Ryan. The second one.
So, Digital Jake, make sure you put Goose Gosling onto my profile for
fun to say.
hallpass.com,
He's
okay?
writing. He's really writing.
And then we can get into the shot collar question of the day. Now, I don't know how we're going to have to bring the mood down from all the sexiness that was just discussed in this
yeah,
room.
jeez.
But give us a bland, unsexy trivia question if it's even possible, Jake.
Well, dating is a delicate dance.
Oh, no.
Where you want to seem confident, but not too confident, or they'll think you're a jerk.
Sure.
You want to be polite to the waiter, but not too polite, or they'll assume you're a doormat.
Oh.
I don't
or
know.
you're flirting.
Oh, that I can see that, Brooke.
And most of all, you want to wear a leather jacket, but not two leather jackets, because then all the other women in the restaurant will start a stampede trying to kiss you.
You thought denim on denim was bad.
You have to walk a fine line, especially when talking about yourself.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
true.
Which is why a new survey asked 1,000 people to name something you'd be turned off to hear your date bragging about. I have the top 5 answers. You'll need to guess them in another edition of Unglued Family Feud. We'll start with the man who believes any app can be a dating app if you believe in yourself enough. It's young Jeffrey. Jeff, name something you'd be turned off to hear your date bragging about.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, is it a brag to talk to your date about how awesome your current relationship is?
I
Like,
mean,
you go out and you tell them, I mean, I could go home to my gorgeous wife
Yeah.
at any time, but you're lucky I'm out here with you.
Some
Alexis-
people like competition.
Yeah,
It could be a
Alexis just got
turn-on.
turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might work. Show me your current husband or
No,
wife.
Jeffrey.
terrible.
Current husband or wife, not on the list.
Ooh.
Let's throw it over to Alexis.
Oh man, there's so many. I hate men that brag, but
Yeah.
my first thing is like I find it so true about cars. I think it is so dumb.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
agreed.
Dudes love that. Like they act like girls
Not
are
all
gonna know.
dudes.
I'm
Dudes
not
that
into.
Yeah.
Dudes that are overcompensating love
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, totally. And then they make like the loud noises with their car. Like I
Yeah.
don't even know the different cars, honestly.
You're
So-
like, is that a 4-cylinder? Cool.
I don't even know what that is. Like,
Oh.
so I'm gonna say cars, Jake.
Car is on the list at number 6. We're looking for the top 5 only. Let's go over to Jose.
Well, I will go and focus on what would a guy do because I feel like this would be easier. Like I could see dudes being D-bags.
Yeah.
And the first thing I would think is you have to find a balance when talking about money. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I have 5 houses and I'm so rich. You have to subtly, like they have to figure out that you have money.
Like, I have back pain from sitting on my wallet.
yeah. I'd take it out in front of the table, but it'd break the table.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, money, Jake.
Show me money.
Yeah.
Money.
It's number 1 on the
Yeah.
list, Jose.
One. Oh, wow.
Such
Well,
a turn off.
Jose is safe. Let's go over to Brooke.
God, I'm really torn. Jeffrey really inspired me.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, you did. Because you brought up current wives and husbands, but I think exes, like bragging about who your ex is a big one.
Yeah.
Totally.
But then I looked at Jeffrey, I'm like, what else? And I'm like, oh, bragging about who your family is.
Like when you go on
Yeah.
dates and you're like, well, my grandpa was a clown.
Yeah, exactly
That's
like
how you
that.
get all the
Same thing,
boys.
exactly like that. So I'm going to say bragging about who your family is,
Ooh,
Jake.
good answer.
Show me family. Not on the list.
Oh.
So far, only Jose is safe. He got wealth, number 1 on the list. Jeffrey, name something you'd be turned off to hear your date bragging about.
I mean, I think for a lot of men, the number one brag that they do is like how athletic they used to be back in high school
yeah.
before an
Yes.
injury derailed their
Yes.
future pro career.
It's amazing how many professional athletes there were supposed
Yeah.
to be.
I
There
was
were
ranked
more
the
leagues.
number 2 bocce ball player in the
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
until that hopscotch accident blew out both of my
Yeah.
shins.
And my pinkies.
Dude, that's a great answer.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
with your previous athleticism, how athletic you are.
Your past athleticism, not on the list.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Let's go back over to Alexis.
I'm gonna kind of steal what Brooke said, but not who your family is. Just like, do you know who I am? Like what I do for work, maybe. Like when they
Oh,
brag about
yeah.
their job.
Like when you're on dates now and you're like, I'm on a
I
radio
don't tell people
show.
I work on radio.
That's a shameful
I
thing.
don't say that.
If we
It's
had
as
a
good
cool
as
career.
It's as good as a clown brag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
it is.
it's in your profile and everything.
Because then
So
they're just gonna be like, what's radio?
yeah, no. I'm gonna say they brag about their job, Jake.
Show me job. Number
Yay.
4 on the list.
You know, I can see it
Okay.
if you're like a lawyer or a doctor, maybe.
Shoot.
Anything.
Alexis and Jose are safe. Over to Brooke.
Brooke, I think you were close last time. I think you should just say exes.
You think so?
Yeah, because you could be like, I could say, oh well, I dated a model once, or I dated. I'm kind
Yeah,
of
that is
Or
an
just,
option.
or just the number of people that you've
Yeah,
been with.
that's
Like,
true.
True, it is such a turnoff.
Okay, exes.
Show me exes.
Oh.
Number 2 on the list.
Hey, all right.
Quickly, the top 5. Name something you'd be turned off to hear your date bragging about. Respondents said number 1 is their wealth. Jose got that. Number 2, their past dating history. Number 3, their looks.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm looking at you. I can see.
Quite impressive,
believe
aren't
how
I?
good looking I am?
Number 4, Alexis got job. And then number 5 was your education.
Oh, I could see that. I could see that.
Well, I'm going to get shocked, and somebody wanted to hear X's and O's by Ellie King. X's and the O-O-O's, they haunt me. Like go-O-O's, they want me
Yeah.
to make them O-O-O, they won't. That's your shock collar question of the day. Phone taps coming up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.